Do you consider yourself a creative person? Do you think creativity is genetic or that it is acquired? Do you believe creativity is enhanced by sharing ideas with others? Hello everyone, and welcome to another brand new episode on my channel, Wonder Boho Book Club. Today I'll be talking about the book, The Myths of Creativity, the truth about how innovative companies and people generate great ideas, written by David Burkus. David Burkus is Associate Professor of Leadership and Innovation at Oral Roberts University, where he was recently named one of the nation's top 40 under 40 professors who inspire. He is the author of 4 books and has delivered keynote speeches and workshops for Fortune 500 companies, including Microsoft and Google. In The Myths of Creativity, David simplifies all the processes that have driven innovation over the centuries and helps you understand these trends better. He highlights the most common mistakes that hold people back and shows what it takes to find better ideas. The Myths of Creativity teaches us that embracing pragmatic approaches grounded in reality is key to success and inspires us to heighten our creativity. Before moving ahead, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Part 1. Change your perception of creativity. In order to reach our potential and fulfill our dreams, we need to change our perception of creativity. Contrary to what most people believe, creativity doesn't just materialize out of nothing. It actually comes from building on the foundations you have and developing your skill sets into something that is unique and special. It can sometimes take a lot of effort, sweat, and tears to arrive at an idea that is worth working with. However, insight is often one of the first steps in such processes. Some highly creative people keep multiple projects going at the same time because it helps them stay focused. Take, for example, a writer who's working on a book and a screenplay. He will work on his book for hours, then switch to his screenplay for some time before returning back to his book. This is an efficient use of time and effort that allows such people to be more creative with each project. Part 2. Everyone can be creative. Creativity is something that we all have in us. It's an idea that can be accessed by everyone, regardless of age or gender. We tend to think that some people are just naturally creative, either because they seem to be born with a gift or because it's in their DNA. However, there have been studies which show that creativity is not related to genetic makeup. Having said that, it's a common practice to discriminate against creative people at the workplace. For example, companies following a strict hierarchy often prefer non-creative people to creative ones, as the former are more apt to follow rules without questioning the authority. On the other hand, when it comes to innovation, creative people get preference. However, creativity can be optimized when everyone is given equal chances to express themselves. Part 3. Find the creative inside you. The best way to get what you want out of life is to take your time and work on things you want to. This can ignite your creative process and lead you to a better place, as well as help you build a stronger relationship with yourself, gain more energy and happiness. For example, if you are stuck on what type of content you want to write about, try taking a walk outside and writing down some ideas in a journal. Maybe an idea will come up while walking, or maybe it will show up in your dreams. Several companies believe that creativity should be managed at the very top. The top management delegates tasks to creative people and expects them to deliver a finished product in a short amount of time. But that's not how creativity works. In fact, this rigidity often leads to a drop in creativity among the employees. Creative work requires imagination, and sometimes it's best to just let your mind wander. It goes without saying that creative work is largely a trial and error process that requires you to pick up the ball again when you mess up. This is why it's all the more important that we feel connected to and find alignment with the project we are working on. When we work on the projects we value, we are inspired to come up with new and innovative ideas. Part 4. Positive energy helps spark creativity. We all know that creativity is a natural process. It's the spark of life. However, creativity can be enhanced by socializing with others and being surrounded by positive energy. A beneficial social environment enhances creativity in different ways. Creativity can be enhanced by natural stimulation, such as physical movement and sensory input. It can also be enhanced through social interaction with people who are creative themselves. Our social networks are a reflection of our personal values and beliefs. This is why it's so important to examine the type of social networks we interact with. For example, people who are creative and open to new ideas often have more diverse social networks than those who have closed mindsets and prefer the company of like-minded individuals. Hence, be careful while choosing the people you decide to surround yourself with. More often than not, finding innovative ways to come up with a solution requires teamwork, collaboration, and thinking beyond your own personal opinions. Part 5. Connecting different ideas fosters creativity. A brain full of knowledge can be really helpful in coming up with creative ideas, so it's a good idea to try and make sure that you are exposed to a variety of perspectives. Research has shown that when people are able to combine different types of knowledge, they are more likely to be creative. This is an interesting finding because it means that we can combine our knowledge with the knowledge of others in order to create something new. Recent studies in neuroscience have shown that highly creative individuals have an improved ability to seamlessly connect ideas stored in their gray matter. Gray matter is the brain tissue that acts as the repository of information and ideas in the brain. The connecting tissue transporting electric pulses in the brain is called white matter. Some people have a greater supply of white matter, which can help them blend their ideas more effectively and resulting in higher creativity. However, the more you practice your creativity, the more your white matter grows. So, if you want to be better at being creative, try practicing day in and out. Conclusion. Everyone has the capability to be creative. Understand that creativity means finding value within restrictions and working with others. Recognizing this will help you start to make an impact on your creativity and your ability to break out of your current routine. Also, don't worry about wasting time. Your ideas are still forming and will eventually turn into a great piece of content. Ignoring myths about creative people and learning not to discriminate between creative and non-creative can help you overcome limitations that society creates for you. Most importantly, don't be afraid to share your ideas with each other. Share the output stages of the creative process with your team and give everyone a voice. In doing so, you will be able to better organize your creative process and understand how you need to move on from one stage to the next in order for creativity and cohesiveness to flourish. Thank you for watching this episode. Please don't forget to subscribe. Your comments, likes, and shares are highly appreciated. See you soon in our next episode.